cappuccino and something to smoke. So I went and got my cappuccino, and as I was wandering back to the street from inside that massive mall that they have there, after I got my cup of coffee, I saw that they had an exhibit. An exhibit for the Oscars, which was going to be that coming Sunday, and I think this was on a Tuesday, if I remember correctly. And the Oscars were going to be that Sunday. So they had it right there at that same place, you know. So when I arrived at the thing, it was like the Oscars, you know. Hollywood is all done up in red carpet and such. So I already knew something was afoot. The most amazing experiences I've ever had. So I wander over to see if I can go look at the statues. And I'm told no. So, because I had coffee, you know, cappuccino's not cool when you're looking at just golden statues. You can't be drinking coffee. So, I found some place to sit down, and the strange thing is that I was sitting there thinking about the music, you know, Vie En Rose, and I had it like, you know, running through my head because I've been listening to the music so much, and over the last many days, and I'm sitting there, you know, sipping on a cappuccino and smoking 3 cigarettes, and so then I wander back over to where they keep the Oscars. As I'm approaching the entrance, a news crew shows up, you know, and they're like sitting there shooting the entrance, you know, they're doing like one of these jobs, you know. And so I'm standing there waiting for them to finish because I don't want to get into the shot and feel like being on the evening news. Try to avoid it. So I got bored of standing there like a dork watching a news crew, you know, so I dodged in and I got into the shot. So I'm wandering around, looking at statues, thinking about how to think like I'm on top of the world, and with French music running through my head. And here's my cat. Come to say hello. Come here. So that's a big pause. Oops. So, this the Vie En Rose experience, you know, the actress, and it gets strange. Okay. Where was I? Okay, so I'm wandering around looking at statues. And, you know, they even had the little one, you know, one that was given to, what's her name for the Wizard of Oz? The little one, the little Oscar. It was the little one. And so they've got like this cordon area, you know, and I'm just wandering around, you know, and I haven't watched commercial television in years. There'll be various edits. So I had no idea that there was a movie. So I didn't know what I was about to find. So I had this little thing, you know, a little cordoned area, you know, you're walking around and you're looking at, you know, these displays on the wall of the nominees for Oscar. And I haven't seen a movie yet. I'm just conducting a little experiment on just how different you start to think if you just ignore, like, popular culture, you know, like. So it's been an interesting experiment, thinking different. Create situations like this one. So, Vie En Rose, the last Depeche Mode lighter. It's almost out of fuel. It's pink. And that's just it. The more that you hold something in your mind, the more that it just the things that all the pink in my life and the lack of it. It's kind of weird. The ramblings of a half-wit here. So then I see, you know, this picture of someone who looks very familiar, and it says down below it the words, you know, that it's like these two realities, you know, they just like went like this, and I'm just like this. It's very strange, very, very weird. Synchronicity, as Jung would call it. So, what do you feel like when you're on top of the world, when you got French music in your head? Where does your mind lead you? Led me right there, right then. And so then I turn around from seeing Marianne Cotillard look a lot like someone else, and I turn around and there's a thing where you can walk up. They got an Oscar on display, and you can walk up, and it's like on a podium, and you can walk up and you can pick it up and act like you just won the Oscar. Yay, I'm on top of the world. So I saw that, and I just, you know, it was like bam, bam, you know, it's like Synchronicity 1, and then Synchronicity 2, and then, and it was all like filmed by a news crew. And so I look up, and there's like, you know, a little smile up in the sky, little Cheshire moon, just the bottom of it, you know, and it was, even if I tried. What do you think? Signing off.